Hey guys, I know it's super at least late here, but super long since I made the video. I'm so behind on videos, but I thought I'd get in and show you this little one. Not so little anymore. He's just over 3 months old now. So I was thinking of maybe doing his 3 month update. You can see he's a right chunky monkey from what he was. He was struggling with his weight because I think last time I made the video he was like a few days old. It's behind me. Yes, no, just changed his bum. But anyway, I guess in this video, what I want to talk about is what's been going on the past 3 months. Obviously, adjusting from, in my opinion, 2 to 3 kids has been easier. We've just been so crazy busy with school run clubs. Caitlin starting a new nursery in January. Well, nursery like 2 afternoons a week. She's just going to like play school. Jaden did when he was 2, and Caitlin will be almost 2. So she's going there. So I've had appointments there and looking around, and I get Jaden's clubs and school and his appointments and seeing the health visitor and what else has been going on? Obviously coming up to Christmas. Well, it's gone Christmas now, but with the lead up to Christmas it was just so crazy busy. Pop that on there. You'll have to excuse my mess of a chair. As you can see, well, the reason for this is he was struggling with his weight for so long, and I really didn't want to start him on bottles, basically for this reason. But by the 8-week mark, he still hadn't gained, well, a lot of weight. He kind of just hit his birth weight again. He kind of kept going up a bit, then down a bit, and then up a bit. His chart was like, if you know like charts, they're meant to follow a certain line, and his was kind of going up, then down, then back, and it was kind of really jolty. I guess kind of like my talking is maybe, if that makes sense. So by 8-week mark we started introducing bowls. Caitlin was weaned by this point, and that was my first idea, weaner. That didn't help. The more he had bottles, the more he cooked, the more his latch was poor, which I said in hospital it was, and they just would not have it. His latch was really poor, really weak, and because they didn't check up on it until he was 8 weeks, he already got into that habit. Even now I feed him in the middle of the night if he needs it, and in the morning, because that's really almost what I can cope with now, I guess. I've got his head at the back. I've got his head. Yeah. He took to the more. He's obviously put on a ton of weight. Well, not a ton. He's gaining nicely. That was more important to me. Him gaining weight and making sure he was healthy. Because you wouldn't be able to see now, but I don't think I showed it in any of my last videos, but you could kind of see his ribs. He wasn't unhealthily skinny, but he was, I think the doctor, like my parents said, like a small scrappy baby or something like that, just because, what, you know, they aren't going to make scared, I guess, because it wasn't unhealthy skinny, because he only went down to like 7 pounds, 9, 7, 10, something like that. But still, by 8-week mark, keep going up and down was not good for him. So now, with feeding, he is on, although he has took some of this, he's on about 8 ounces. He's got 6 ounces left in this. This was his just top up before bed, but he's on 8 ounces, and he has about 4 or 5 bottles a day, and then a top up, usually top up he has, well, I put 8 ounces in just in case, but it's usually about I'll take them in a second. They don't mean nuts. Yeah, I put 8 ounces in, but usually it only takes about 2 ounces, which is fine with me. And then I feed them in the night if you want it, and first thing in the morning. Sometimes I do feed them right before bed if I'm full, but I am nowhere near full. My supply's not barely anything actually. And he's 3.5 months now, so there's not really much point in trying to change it, because his latch is so poor. I don't want all the progress he's made to just go. He's smiling now. Don't know whether I could get him to smile. That's okay. No, I made myself look like an idiot, and he still doesn't smile. But yes, he smiles all the time, surprisingly. He's starting to giggle. I did post a clip of it. He is starting to giggle. Not full giggles, but kind of do it. Like he's, finds it funny. He's trying, I guess. He's still at that stage, but again, he's still only, almost 3.5 months. So he's still tiny to be doing that, I think. I'm sure Caitlin maybe was giggling by this point, or starting to, but she was so forward, and I've heard that girls are more forward than boys. I don't know if that's true, but at least in Jaden and Caitlin's case, it kind of worked that way, but then maybe that's because she's second child. I don't know. He's in mainly in between 0 to 3 and 3 to 6 month clothes. This one is 0 to 3, this vest. This vest is 0 to 3. And it still fits him, only just, but it does still fit him. So, and I think with the more kids you have, the more you try and make use of it. With Jaden, by this point, as soon as he turned 3 months, I was like, right, put him in 3 to 6 month clothes, as soon as 6 months, 6 to 9 type thing. So they were always kind of big on him. Whereas with Caitlin and with him, I've kind of like 0 to 3 still fit them. It's fine. We can still push them forward. We'll go a day at a time, If they don't fit or they get a bit tight or anything, like this one clearly isn't, that's when we'll change them out. And I'm still like that with Caitlin's clothes. She's I got bad nose and throat, so it really hurts. She's 2 in January, and she's still kind of in some 12 to 18 month trousers because they fit her. 8 to 24 month trousers can be a bit long. Not around the waist, but in the leg. Jaden's still awake upstairs. That's one snack. Yes, it's 20 past 11 at night. I put him to bed at 9 o'clock and I can still hear him talking to himself. He's not up out of bed, but he's probably talking to his teddies. What can you do? I mean, he's in bed. I'm not gonna say get to sleep now. But that's fine. That's fine. Me and this boy still up because he usually goes down earlier, but he's not tonight. He keeps looking around and I think it's because his dad's on guard tonight, because if you didn't know, he's in the army, and yes, Boxing Day he's on guard, so it could be worse. I mean, there's some people around here, cause where I live, it's in a kind of military town, I guess, because it's right near a camp. Some husbands and wives are away, so for us it's not that bad him working on Boxing Day. It's hard, but not that hard really. The kids seem to be more well behaved when it's just me at home anyway, and I think that's due to well, it was only me there really for Jaden, because his dad was working away because we weren't living together. Well, we kind of had a house together, but he lived on base about 2.5-3 hours away from home, so obviously he didn't drive back to work every day. And the same Caitlin up until 6 months, but the connection between Caitlin and my husband is a lot stronger than Jaden and my husband. He's the biological dad of all 3 kids, and it's going to be the same for him. I know this is update, but basically it's to do with him because he keeps wondering where Daddy is. I'm wondering where Daddy is, aren't you? Where's Daddy? Where is he? Caitlin's funny. Caitlin goes, Dad, I work? Dad, I work? It's really quite funny. If you want me to talk about anything, obviously not personal, to do with the army or how I get through things, just let me know and I could do a video on that, because this isn't about the update, but mainly because he does go away and I am on my own here, and that's something way I practically had a mini breakdown. I halfway through I kind of obviously kept it together for the kids, but it was really hard. I had days where I just wanted to cry all day. I went up to my parents for a week. Yes, I went on the train with 3 kids and the dog and luggage. So yeah, if you want to hear about that, either I could do a video on that. It was half term, so we went up there. So what else about this little man? He likes looking at himself. Yeah. No, I'm not holding his head. I'm sitting right behind him, so I won't go back. But what else? What else have you been doing? He's got more toys for Christmas. It's really funny because he only really had Caitlin's toys to play with before. He loves this one. He loves that one. He also loves, well, he loves all his toys. I'm trying to get them off because I've stuck one in his bouncer. This one. They're just stuff he can hang on his palm, because Caitlin's only 2, so we got a lot of her baby toys still. Because before we even conceived him, when Caitlin was about 6 months old, we started talking about another baby. So it's just by the time he was born, we were kind of like, well, maybe we'll wait like 6 months to a year, because he's going an exercise. What we thought he was going to Canada, it turns out he only went on exercise. And then and I can see, so. But yeah, he went on exercise for 6 weeks when he was about 3 weeks old, 2 to 3 weeks old. But we used to live apart when Caitlin was younger, so then I had Jaden, who was 4, Caitlin newborn, and well, when Caitlin was 3 months old, we had our puppy. So anyway, I'm getting off topic now. This is another one of his toys. He loves his toys. Bless him, because he's only had his sisters, and his sister's like, mine, which means mine. She thinks everything says. She is really good at showing. But he loves his toys. He adores his brother and sister. They adore him too. They all get along great and good around him. Obviously, Caitlin could be a bit more rough, I guess. Well, try to be a little bit more rough. I mean, before I tried to take a picture of him. I can't even turn my nose there. I was trying to take a picture of him with his little Santa sack thing, and because I had it like over him like that, and she was trying to like jump over him, so she could be a bit rough, or she tries to shove his bottle in his mouth, or she likes helping to change his bum. She, as soon as I take a snappy off, she goes wipe, and you have to give her a wipe and clean him off first, and then she'll pretend, well, not pretend to wipe him, she will wipe him, but his bum's clean, just to think she's helping. What else? I'll do a 2-year update on here as well. He's hungry. I wish my supply was there, but I had days, maybe even weeks of I felt so bad and I felt so guilty for giving him bottles, but Jaden was bottle fed and it never affected him, and I don't think it'll affect him that much. He still has breast milk and a doo-doo pump. Yeah, I am just really rambling now. It is 11:30 and I am so tired. I'm watching Star Wars while I've got on pause. I'm watching them in the order they weren't released, but in the episode order. So I'm watching Attack of the Clones. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with him. I guess he's watching it with me. What else about him? I can't tell what colour hair he's gonna have. Jaden's more blondie brown. Caitlin's ginger. She's a redhead. She's got the temper of a redhead as well. And that's not being mean to redheads. My husband's redhead and my sister is. She's got the temper of a redhead. Definitely. If she doesn't want to do anything, she's like, no. And you will not budge her. I asked her before what happened. I should have, harshly, recorded it. It was quite amusing, I guess, after. She was running in there because I said, let's go and get Baby Jack's bottle. So she said, okay. So she went running to like the door. She went out the door. She turned around to see how I was. They go, I'm gonna get you. She turned around and ran straight into the wall and bounced off it. It didn't leave a mark or anything. I did check her and cuddle her after. But because she was in the mood with herself over that, I said, oh, can I have a hug? She was like, no. It was really funny. This is more getting off the topic of Jack, isn't it? I'm gonna get off this now. and carry on watching Star Wars. So I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.